What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. Let's talk about the Nikita AVT assault rifle. It's an okay gun. As always, this is the class I use. I did all of it in hardcore shithouse with the exception of the Longshots. It is a very fast firing gun. It is very weak even in hardcore, and you will get hit markers even in hardcore, which can make the Longshots a little bit more annoying than anything else, but it's still entirely viable. There was only kind of one challenge, I say, that just pissed me off entirely, and I think I might have just been in a bad mood anyway. But we'll get onto that a bit later. Let's just jump into the earlier challenges to begin with. As always, kicking it off with 100 eliminations, nothing to worry about, super easy. And then you have 100 headshots, again, nothing to worry about. You're going to want to be hitting people in the head with this gun anyway, because God knows it will just tickle them otherwise. It is a remarkably weak gun, considering how fast firing it is. It doesn't do a whole load of damage, which I guess you'd expect, but it's still annoying. And then we have 100 multi-kills. Again, if you're in hardcore, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's just one of those things that you'll probably pick up fairly naturally. And then we have 5 kills without dying 100 times. 100 times. Do you know how frustrating that is? It's not a particularly difficult challenge. As always, say if you are playing in Das House and you get a triple kill with a grenade, it means you only need 2 more kills with this gun in order to get your bloodthirsty. So it's not so much that it's a overtly difficult one, it's just that it's so long that you have to do it so many times, and it's just a general pain in the ass. It was the last challenge I completed, and I think I was getting more frustrated trying to complete it because I knew that I only had like 3 bloodthirsties to go. And of course, if you get 10 kills without dying, it only counts once. I'm just a little bit done with Vanguard today, in case you can't tell. You have to get 100 of them. There is no way around it other than, you know, capitalising on if you get like a double or a triple or even a quad with a grenade or something and going through it that way. Then we have 50 long range kills. For this, you want to maximise the bullet velocity, you know, the power as much as you can. That damage range needs to go up with this gun for you to stand a chance. And at that point, I went over to hardcore domination and hardpoint, took my trusty deployable cover with me to mount up on, and just held angles like a little rat until I got rid of my long range kills. However, you have to do 50 more later on. 50 more or 100 more? I think it's 50. Either way, don't stress about it too much. Then you have 100 close range kills. This gun fires pretty quick. You can make it a lot snappier than the build I showed you, but I honestly had no issues with the build that I was using. It was a pretty easy challenge. You know, if you're on shipment, if you're on Das House, this shouldn't be an issue. And then we have 100 eliminations with 10 attachments equipped, so make sure you have 10 attachments equipped. Make sure you have a sight on if you're not using one. That tends to be the most common downfall for a lot of people, but other than that, it shouldn't be an issue. Then we have 50 long range kills with the 556 sniper barrel, the ZAC MS stock and brace proficiency. The sniper barrel is what you should be using for long range kills anyway, in my opinion. It extends your damage so much that it's just unreasonable not to use anything else. And after that, like I said, for the long range, you're going to head over into hardcore domination, hardcore hardpoint. You can do it in Das House, of course. I just hate doing it that way. I think you die way too easily. It's just not worth it. Take a deployable cover so you can hold down some ratty angles and just knock out 50 of them. Definitely make sure you are being as accurate as possible, because that will save you a lot of trouble. Upper chest and head, you know, you can tickle people on the ankles all you want and they will not die. Then you have 50 kills after reloading with the 444mm short barrel, the padded stock and sleight of hand. Now for your magazine for this, I put on, I think it's a 25 round fast mag, purely because anything else takes too long to reload and in hardcore you're going to get picked off. And after that, I just sat at a choke point, I fired a bullet, reloaded, and then just waited for people to walk into me. Similarly, if you can hold an angle you know people are predictably coming through, if there is a slither of space you can watch people walk through and you can fire, reload and get your shot off, that's pretty easy. I found shipment to be the best, to sit in one of the crates that's kind of like up on the second level, I guess you could call it. And you can see people running through a mile off through the centre of the map there, and you can just fire a bullet, reload and then pick them off with, you know, a decent amount of ease. And you have, I'd say, enough time that if you miss your few shots, first few shots, it shouldn't really matter in my opinion. It was a pretty easy challenge. It's just the constant fire a bullet, reload, fire a bullet, reload can wear you down a little. Then finally, 200 kills without taking damage from that enemy with the 358 rapid barrel, the 60 round drums, and the Empress notch stock. This is fine, you will do next to no damage with it, so just bear that in mind, but you do have 60 bullets in a drum, so just hold down the trigger. You know, it's the spray and pray if, you know, you really find you are not getting those kills when you feel like you should be. It really is a case of just holding down the trigger until they are dead. It's one of those challenges that there's no workaround for. I think a lot of people overthink the whole without taking damage from that enemy thing. In hardcore, you either shoot them or you get shot, so you're not going to get too much time to think, unless of course the entire enemy team is also running the Nikita, in which case you'll just, you know, poke each other gently with the bullets and never actually kill one another, because good god, this gun does no damage. Regardless though, that is the Nikita, done and dusted, gold. It's easy, it's just annoying, it's not a great gun. Within Vanguard, I am not a fan of it, but then again, I've not been a fan of a lot of guns that have come out in Vanguard over the past few months, so maybe that's something more about the game than me. If you've come across anything odd or strange in the challenges, let me know in the comments down below. I will do my best to help, and as always, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.